Hello and welcome back to another edition of How To with Melissa's Magical Creations. Today, it's going to be something simple. I'm going to show you how to cut your own hair. So like if you have long hair and you haven't trimmed the ends, because if you have hair, I don't care the length, I don't care the texture, anything. You should trim your ends on a regular basis. That's the only way it will grow. If you don't trim your ends, I know a few people who don't cut their hair. They're under this notion their hair just grows because of it. You're actually losing hair. It will start to thin because those split ends will travel up the shaft all the way to the root, and that'll cause the root to die. So you've lost that strand of hair. One strand is fine, whatever, but what if it's multiple? And then what if they're all in one area? So now you've got a thinning bald spot. And once that root dies, it never comes back. So what you do is shampoo your hair. So what I actually did is I colored my hair. So my hair is a dark red. My hair is already super dark brown to begin with. And I did it myself. I did it in the dark. I was really tired. Didn't feel like doing anything, but I did want to get that done. So I put as you can see some of the red here. And I should know better. The way I did it, I should know better because I'm actually been trained in cosmetology, licensed, all of that. But I just wanted to get something started. I knew if I started it, then I would actually finish the whole process. So I colored my hair. I deep conditioned it. And I put a little oil on it so that I could protect it from the blow dryer. And I'm not being endorsed or anything like that, but this is my go-to. Like, this is my life when it comes to a blow dryer. For me, because my hair is naturally curly and my hair is, as you see, it's long. This is like the short end. The back is down here. At my waistline. But for me, this is perfect. Anyone of with any texture, any length can use it. You can use it with or without the comb attachment. It also has a diffuser attachment. It's called the Yellow Bird. I started using it 13, 14 years ago. Even my kids want to use mine. But they stopped selling it where I used to purchase it from. I used to get it from Sally's Beauty Supply, but they stopped selling it, and I thought it was discontinued. So I got the Silver Bird, which was it's good, but it's a very poor replacement for my hair. My hair is, if it dries naturally and I don't do anything to it and I just let it be wet, I rinse it out. I get the conditioner out, and then I just let it dry. I am like this, like literally. Huge frizzy curls, like a huge curly afro. So the Silver Bird really doesn't help me. It doesn't get my hair as dry and as straight as I want. This was a rush job, but just in a rush job. You guys seen my hair wet before. So just in a rush job, this is how it got it. It took me 10 minutes total to get all of my hair like this. So what I did is I parted my hair in 4 sections. I went down the middle and then I went across the crown. And I twisted it up, and I use hair clips. You can I got my hair clips from the Dollar Tree. I was so shocked that they even had them because I hadn't seen them before. So their packets have black and white, and they also have this one with the 4 colors. They come in 4 in a pack, and of course $1 a piece. So you get 4 for $1, so that's $1/4 a piece for your hair needs. Or if you're doing other people's hair, if you have children, if you have nieces, if you have nephews, whatever, with long hair and they just want their hair up, or you want to put a braid or 2 or something like that in it. They're really convenient. They're really easy. So I got that from there. Another thing I got from the Dollar Tree, it's a pack of 15, They're very sturdy. I have a very hard time finding ponytail holders to hold all of my hair, whether it's dry, whether it's straight, whether it's curly, doesn't matter. I have a hard time finding something that will hold my hair tightly like I need and not damage it. These are covered, cloth covered ponytails holders. They have different colors, but I'm simple. If I'm just going to throw my hair in a ponytail, it's going to be black. So you get 15 in a pack, another $1. That's it. So I got those because I figured I was going to do my hair. So I got the hair color Swarovski, it's almost spelled like the crystal, and it's the red. It has the enhanced conditioner with it and everything. It's really nice. It smells nice. I like the brand. I've used other kinds of color, and if I wasn't getting a professional color, then that's my go-to. Now, after I shampooed the color, I will rinse the color out. Of course, I had to shampoo my hair. After I rinse the shampoo out, I added a little of the conditioner, regular conditioner that went with my shampoo. And I just let it set about 3 minutes, and then I added the intensified conditioner that comes with it. Now for me and my hair, I had to use 2 boxes. You might only need 1 box, you might need 2, you might have more hair than I do, so you might need 3, but just make sure you follow the directions on the box. It's very simple. Do an allergy test to make sure that you're not allergic to the coloring, because that would be a mess. You'd be itching and scratching everywhere, and you'll have rashes, and no one wants that. So make sure you do an allergy test first. Now, with this, I added a little of my own hair oil to my hair after I parted it in the 4 sections. After I, did the deep condition, I took 1 section, put a little of my hair oil in it, rubbed it on my scalp just to make sure I did not damage my hair with the blow dryer, because these are hot. So, there's many settings. It's very easy. It shows you on the actual hair dryer what each setting can be for you, but it gets very hot. So please be careful when you're using it if you don't need a lot of heat. So I took each section, I brushed it out after I added a little oil, and I blew it out. I'm telling you, 10 minutes for the entire head. So roughly that's like 2.5 minutes for each section that I parted. And it got it like this. Now, if I was going to just do my hair and, go out, style it, whatever, then of course I would have done a harder press with that comb attachment. I needed the comb attachment so that it would straighten it, get the curl out while I was blowing it out, because I plan on doing my ends. I'm not going to do a hard cut, as in take a lot of length out, because I'm going to wear my hair for a little while, and then I'm going to have someone braid it up. I'm going to get single braids put into my hair with the extension hair, because I don't want to touch it. I just want it to set. I need it to relax, because my go-to is not doing my hair for an entire month, and I know that's crazy, and I'll just twist it up just like it is, pull it back, twist, and put a rubber band on top, because I have so much it gets on my nerves. So for a little while I'm going to see how long I can do that, but this is the outcome that I got. Now this is going to be the video where I show you how to cut your hair just by getting the ends, making your hair a little more even, and getting your hair a little healthier. If you do this to yourself because you don't trust anyone in your hair, a lot of people do get scissor happy, then you should trim your ends at least once every 12 weeks. Excuse me, allergies. Someone was just cutting grass about a half hour ago, so I'm feeling the effects now. But at least once every 12 weeks, cut your ends. You'll see the change in your hair, the health in your hair, even the speed in your growth. And once you've done that, you'll want to continue to do so, because you'll see how healthy your hair is. you'll get a different look, a different feel, everything. So you're going to take your hair, if you have, a good length of hair, even if you don't, if you have like the shaved sides or the one side or the shaved two sides and then you have hair on top, you can do this with no problem. You get a hairband and you're going to, depending on what kind of look you want, you're going to pull it up in a ponytail. So either it could be on top and then you'll pull it in front and cut, or you can have it here in like a unicorn and then you'll just pull it straight down and you'll cut it. I'll show you in just a second because that's where I'm going to put mine about right here. So I'm going to brush it in front, take my glasses off so that I can do this. I have this kind of brush for my hair because it works better. I don't need a sleek look. I do have a brush for a sleek look, but I'm not looking for that look today. I just need this to cut. Excuse how I look, but as you see, I've got my anything dress on because I've got color here. I got some color over here, but it's a little more disguised because of the braiding. But let me quickly brush my hair in front. Because your hair is always longer unless you've got it like in a layered look, as in a short layer, short bob, or even faded to an extent, and then the hair on top. Your hair in the back is normally longer than the hair on top or the hair in the front, as in when it sets. Of course, it's longer for those spots, the front and the crown, because by the time it gets to the end, the nape, and then where the rest of your hair is resting, it's about even. But just to look at it, it's the hair in the back that you want to come all the way forward. So as you see, I brushed all of my hair to the front. Then I'm going to take my hair. As you see, my hands are red. They have that red tint to them. Now, when I colored my hair, of course, I used the protective gloves. They don't work with me. I don't know why. I should have used my latex-free gloves that I have for my other crafts and other things. Like I am going to show you guys soon how to make tumblers and things like that. We'll design them, not make them. But as you see, try and get it as tight as you can, as smooth as you can. And then you take your ponytail holders. I've got two, just to make sure it does not move. And then I'm going to make a tight ponytail. Now, if you've got some strays, it's not a problem because, I just popped a rubber band. Well, a ponytail holder. It's okay, though. That's why I was used to. I'm so used to doing that. But it's still, the one is there, and it's holding it, and that's all I need. So, I've got all of this in front. Now, do you see how horrible my ends are? All during the quarantine, I didn't do anything to my hair, except maybe if I was, doing a video on this channel, then of course I would do something like when I shampoo my hair. I showed you how I did the one braid, things like that. But this is horrible. I never let my hair like this. But I haven't been feeling well during this quarantine, and it had nothing to do with COVID. It's just, when you're stuck in the house, you get cabin fever. I was working from home. I'm still working from home, thank goodness. But, you get cabin fever. If you're used to doing something and you can't do it anymore, then you get kind of, bored out of your mind. You don't want to deal with anything. You just don't want to do it. And I mean, it's fine, but let me put my glasses on for a second while I'm talking. I should have worn my contacts, but I just didn't feel like finding them. I know. But you do things, and you want to make sure that it's like the same for you. Let's see. I'm just trying to see. This I'm not really worried about, this little piece right here, because if anything is out of whack or whatever, I can always take the scissors and snip it. Now, I don't have cutting shears anymore. I used to have an entire beautiful kit, but when my kids were little, they had a nasty habit of going into my stuff, even if I had it locked away, and they would just bother it. So I'm using regular scissors. My scissors are new, so they haven't cut anything yet. Excuse me, they haven't cut anything yet, so they're not dull. I haven't cut paper or anything with them yet. So what we're going to do, you're still, even though you have that ponytail there and it's not going to move, you're going to pull it as tight as you can down the middle of your face. And I'm going to move this just because my hair is beyond the screen. And I want you to see what I'm doing. All right, so pull it as tight as you can. And I'm going to go about right there. So that's like a little more than an inch. And just snip. Okay. So, well, no, that's 2 inches. Okay. So that's taken off 2 inches. And I'm going to just comb it down to see if there's any strays. Nope. So see this? And, you know, if I stop right here and I flip my hair is technically even. But do you see the damage that's still there? This is heavy damage because I just didn't want to do my hair. I didn't want to cut my hair. I really didn't want to be in it because I was really depressed during this time of quarantine. I mean, we're still under quarantine, but it's lighter. So, you know, we can go places if we need to, or we can, you know, like socialize more. So I'm not in that depressed state, but I'm going to take a little more off just because I can. And I want you to see. Okay. So I took another inch off. So altogether that is 3 inches. And it looks a little better. Oh my goodness, it looks a little better. Look at that. Now this is straight going across. If you don't mind that look, then you're done. You can just take it out, flip your hair back to the back, and then you can, you know, comb it out, brush it out, whatever it is. Throw your hair in a ponytail, doesn't matter. And you're done. Style your hair as you want. But if you don't want this blunted out look, because this is what they would call just a blunt cut, take your hair, and you see, you get the scissors and you go in like this. Just sort of give it a natural line instead of that blunt cut. This is what a lot of stylists, this is what I used to do before I stopped working in the salon. And I think you guys remember I told you about that. But this gives you a more of a natural line. You're barely doing anything to it. It still kind of looks blunt, but you don't have that straight razor's edge there. It's more of a natural way your hair would actually look. Unless that's the look you're going for, which is fine because everyone has a look that they want for themselves. So let me pull this out and flip my hair back. Oh, that rubber band, no matter what I do. Now, of course, I did not go all up in here or anything to cut. I'm going to brush this down because this looks crazy. But this, as you feel it and you're running your hands through, you can feel the difference, even how your hair stops. Let me just brush this. so that I'll have more of an idea. Because, you know, if you were sitting in my chair and I was cutting your hair just to make sure that your hair was healthy and even, because I always focus more on natural styles, natural looks. If you, of course, if you wanted, you know, a weave, a sew-in, a glue-in, anything like that, um, then you would be able to do so with no issues and no problems. Um, I would sit there and, you know, I'd take all this, I'd layer it down, I'd pull it down straight even, unless you needed a layered cut, long or short layer, it didn't matter. Um, that's how I would do it for you. And then, of course, I'd get every piece of your hair, so all of it would be nice and healthy and cut evenly. Now, but you see, if you do this to your hair yourself, at least every 12 weeks, so that's every 3 months. If you have a salon that you go to, you have a cosmetologist that you go to, a stylist that you go to, then of course, however she does it or he does it, then, you know, that'll be your the time that you spend there, how often you get it done. But I'm going to tell you this. You can go anywhere between every 8 to 12 weeks. But I would not suggest anything more than 12 weeks. And I do apologize. My dog was trying to climb up this way and she's too big. But you need to make sure, if you're going to have hair, you take care of your hair. Don't let any kind of depression get you in the point where you don't want to do anything for yourself. And that's where I made the mistake. I should have been taking better care of myself. But I have it now. I've taken those 3 inches off. My hair feels better as I run my fingers through it, as I brush it. Even just looking at it like this. It looks so much better than it did before I started the video. I was near tears when I looked at what I had done to myself. But this is how you can cut your hair yourself. Of course, I'm not promoting this as in this is what you need to do, but there are a lot of people who like to do things themselves. And, you know, you can also do this for your kids, your daughters, your sons, whoever it is that has long hair. Make sure you keep their ends trimmed so that their hair continues to grow healthy and long and beautiful like it is. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, shoot me a message. Go on and leave me a comment, and I will return, answer whatever it is that needs to be done. That's what I'll do for you, because I really appreciate you guys. But don't forget, you can get a lot of things from the Dollar Tree. I'm telling you, I saw this brush, $1. I saw a brush just like it. I was so upset that I hadn't waited until I had gotten over to the Dollar Tree. I bought this at Walmart for $5, where I could have saved $4 whole dollars getting it from the Dollar Tree. So, because I didn't know they had this. I thought they had the ones, you know, with the soft centers. And I don't like those for my hair. I like the hard and the vented. The one that I went to get the clips and the hair, the ponytail holders, that's where it was. So I was so disappointed. But you guys stay safe during this time of quarantine. If you have any friends or family members, or if you yourself just need someone to talk to if you're depressed, call someone up. Check on your friends, check on your family, and make sure that you let them know you're there for them, even if it's just an ear. And another thing with this atmosphere that's going on, I know that in all reality, Everyone matters, everyone. But if my house is on fire, I want the fire company, the fire department, the fire chief, the battalion, I want them at my house putting my fire out. I don't want them down the street and around the corner hosing down that house when mine is on fire. I'm the imminent danger. My house is the imminent danger. So if you have any friends in your lives, or if you have any family members, close people, your coworkers, anyone you're close to and you care about, ask them how they are doing if they are someone of color. Because if you don't know, you don't ask. I'm sorry, if you don't ask, you don't know. And they might need you to be that ear also, because they might be depressed just on that alone. So just make sure you are an ear, or that you have someone to be an ear for you in whatever's going on in your life. Depression is no joke. Thank you so much for being a part of Melissa's Magical Creations. Thank you so much for watching, being a subscriber. If you're not, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell and enjoy your day. Stay safe. And the next one is a continuation of this, kind of. I will show you how to flat iron hair. An easy and safe way, and I will show you how to make sure that is something simple. You can do it to yourself, you can do it to your family member, and you can, not only are you flat ironing, you'll be putting a little curl to it, so you know when you finger it out, or if you comb it out, or if you brush it out, your hair will be beautiful. And sometimes it's just a little bit that helps you get out of whatever depression or funk or cloud that you're in. Enjoy your day, guys.